This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
When it comes to playtime, never let your squad down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Push your gameplay beyond performance with 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E. And maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search and head to Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
If you love the Initials game on the Power Trip Morning Show, you're going to love the home game version. You can get it now at initialsgame.com. Think you would be pretty good at this game, but you want to prove it to your friends and family? Then get the home version now. Initialsgame.com. That's initialsgame.com.
The Power Hour has gone live. KFAN.com/watch is where you can find it. It's all thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
That's right. If you want to see what that sweet jacket is going to look like, you're going to get if you're one of the first 1,000 fans. CHS Field tonight.
Right there.
Look at this guy right here.
Yeah. Be jealous.
Yeah. It's baseball season, ladies and gentlemen. It is here.
Love baseball.
Apparently, Shaq did play for the Suns.
He did. They called him like the cactus, right? Or Shaqtus or whatever they were calling him.
I did not know that.
No.
You were right.
There are a lot of players who will have played a half a season, or even Stephon Marbury. I was like, what? So I had to check.
Yeah.
Just because you forget, and they play for so many teams sometimes, and you can picture them in a uniform or not. Did I remember that correctly?
Yes, and sometimes people play for so many teams, they themselves forget what teams they played for.
Well, who would do that?
This guy.
Would you spend 3 days with the Buffalo Sabres? Two.
Still didn't get it in initials.
Nope.
2
days. Well, that's 2 more days than any of us played with the Buffalo Sabres.
So there.
How many days did you play with Buffalo, Toby? 0?
I played 0, yeah.
See, it's Parrish. You got him there.
Trumping everybody.
Yep, you sure did. Anyway.
Again, opening night, Toby Gardenhire's here. Derek's over there as well. Don't forget, tonight, 6:37. Game starts. First 1,000 fans through the gates. Get a spring jacket for free. Tomorrow's same thing, 207, only a different color. Actually, I think the one you've got on.
Oh, is this one's tomorrow?
No, that's today. Tomorrow, it's royal blue and black.
Ooh.
So there you go. And a 207 game tomorrow, which is good because it could be chilly.
Toby, how much pomp and circumstance will be in the Saints opening day compared to what we see in the major leagues? Every person on the staff is introduced and goes down the line, and there's flags and flyovers. It's like a 20-minute ceremony.
Yeah, ours is a little shorter than that. The one in St. Louis last night was long, and they had the trucks pulling all the guys in and everything. That was wild, but ours is a little bit shorter than that. The first year I was with the Saints, it was our first year that we were not independent ball, and the game was supposed to start at 7:05, I think, or 6:05 or something. And it ended up it didn't start until like 6:21, which is a big no-no for MLB. So Derek could probably speak more to this, but I think we got in trouble because we went a little bit long. So now we have to condense things a little bit.
That makes sense. Let's go. Mm-hmm. Start throwing the ball.
Yeah, man.
You referenced that you play a little bit of poker earlier. There's a poker phrase that basically, I think it comes from Rounders, that it's like poker players don't have a great memory of their big wins, but they can, with great detail, tell you their worst losses, right, or their bad beats. Is that true, do you find, with athletes? Like, if I said, Toby, in your entire baseball playing career, you have your most, like, Sandlot-esque triumphant moment, right, where you hit a game-winning home run or did something crazy. Do you remember that more than your biggest heartbreaking, crushing defeat?
You remember all your mistakes all the time. Yeah, you don't forget the mistakes. The really big wins and the really big homers and stuff that you hit. You remember those too. But I really do feel like the losses and the bad things that you do hurt more. So those are the things that you remember.
Give me the one then. When I say the one that gutted you the most, what gutted you the most in your career?
I still remember a play when I was in AA, and it was like the 9th inning, and there was 2 outs, and I was playing second base, and the guy hit a ground ball kind of up the middle, and I waited back on it too long, and the guy ended up being safe at first base. We ended up going to extra innings and lost the game, and I still, to this day, remember that. I don't know why I'd remember a random game from AA, other than the fact that I screwed the whole game up and we lost. So
how critical of a game was it?
It wasn't a critical game. It was just in the middle of the season.
See?
Wow. So it just not a playoff game, not a game that knocked you out of contention. It was just a game, and it was your fault, and you just couldn't forget it.
Yeah, those are the tough ones. Those are the ones that wear on you.
All right, flip it then, though. Did you have a walk-off home run or something crazy where you were the hero?
When I was 12, yeah.
Yes! Sorry, what was that one?
I hit a home run when I was 12. I played for the Cubs. We beat the Yankees.
Yes.
Oh, did you pimp it?
Did I what?
Did you pimp it?
No, I was 12, so I didn't pimp anything.
And I don't think bat flipping was a thing yet, right? So you couldn't throw your bat at that point.
No, the kids now pimp everything. They flip their bat and they do all kinds of stuff. But
good for the game or bad for the game? Or somewhere in the middle?
It's somewhere in the middle. You want the guys to be expressive, but you don't want them to be crazy. And I think now with the days of social media and stuff like that, all we see is like the big highlights where guys are flipping bats, and the next thing you know, all the kids are flipping bats and dancing every time they do something good. So,
Toby, your dad was one of the all-time great argument with an umpire guys.
Ejected 73 times in his career.
Well,
I just read
that's awesome.
Probably remembers every one of them.
I want to play for a guy like that. You want to play for a guy that's literally going to bat for you like that.
Well, I watched him drop kick a hat before. That was awesome. And he actually connected with it, like hat from the head. When you have to argue a call as a manager, how much thought goes into when you're going to bust out of the dugout and it's go time? Or is it pure reaction?
No.
Toby's pissed now.
I'm a pretty even keeled guy. So I definitely pick and choose my moments when I want to blow up. I'm good for about 3 to 5 ejections a year. I know the buttons to push to make it so I can get thrown out of the game, but I don't get fined.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
But there's definitely a lot of it's a pretty calculated move. I think the umpires see it coming with me because I'm pretty calm most of the time, and when I go in hot at them, they get this like deer in the headlights look at me a lot. And then I usually say some things that get me in trouble.
Yeah. You ever have a sick belly and you're like, I really need the day off?
We joke about that all the time about how I'm just going to get thrown out in the first inning so I can go hang out.
First pitch.
Yeah, but I haven't done it. Well, I have gotten thrown out in the first. Actually, last year I got thrown out in the first. We had the first hitter of the game for us. We had a 11-game losing streak or something going. Peyton Neals came up and he hit a home run. The umpire called it a home run. And then as he's rounding the bases, they showed the replay. And when they showed the replay on the Jumbotron, the ball hit the top of the wall. So then the umpires got together and they reversed the call. And I was, we're in an 11-game losing streak, so I was definitely getting thrown out. But I was like, you can't do that. I said, they showed the replay. You cannot look at the replay and then change the call. I said it with those exact words and nothing. And he said, I didn't watch the replay. And I said, you're wrong and you're lying. And in not so many words, but he said, no, I'm not. And then he threw me out of the game. That was pretty much it.
Hey, speaking of replay, when we were talking to Ryan Jeffers when he was in studio a couple of months ago, he was walking us through some things that are on the way to Major League Baseball in the next couple of years. The minor leagues are where MLB tries a lot of things out, right? Whether it's, robot umpires or the challenge system. What have you guys seen that you like and don't like, and what's coming around the corner for minor league baseball that's the future of Major League Baseball?
Yeah, I think the challenge system, if you guys watch spring training and all those challenge games, that's coming. I'm pretty sure that's coming.
And you like it or don't?
I do. I like it. We've done it for the last 2 years. So the way we did it last year was we had the first 3 games of the series were just the ABS zone. So it was literally just the umpire would sit there, it would beep in his ear, and he would say ball or strike. And then the second 3 games of the series, we had the challenges. So then they don't hear the beep. They just call it how they see it. And then if you challenge it, then it changes the call. And I think that, the ABS system, when they just have that, it takes the human element completely out of it. But when you have the challenge system, it still has, you still have an umpire making calls and you get the players challenging the system. I like it. I like it because it keeps the human element, but it still has you don't let just one really bad pitch that the umpire called a strike change the game.
What did they find in terms of accuracy with the first 3 games versus the second? Was it pretty similar with both systems?
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing with the ABS zone is it's smaller. It's smaller than what the umpires would typically call. So if you watch the big league games and you watch the little box, there's a lot of strikes that get called right outside the box. And I think that that's what kind of got the challenge system stuff going. So with the ABS system, it's like ball, 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 ball. So the guys just don't swing a lot. And then you get the challenge system, and then everybody's a little bit nervous because they don't want to lose the challenges.
Well, Sauce, wasn't it the Dodgers-Cubs game in Japan a couple weeks ago that didn't have that little box on the TV broadcast? And I think the
strike zone?
Yeah, the strike zone. And I think the box not being there, I think somebody said that the reason is that MLB's heard too many people complain about
that. Was
that.
Sacco, I think.
That gets people frustrated because the umpire's not calling it exactly like the box looks like it should be.
Yeah. And that's a real thing. If you go, they have these umpire auditors on X and whatever, and they it's crazy. These people just pick apart these umpires every game, and they say the percentage of calls that they missed and the percentage that they get right, and people just bash these guys. I actually feel bad for umpires, and I don't feel bad for umpires very much.
That strike zone that we see on TV, though, is not necessarily adjusted to the batter's height. Like Jose Altuve comes to the plate, he's like 5'6".
Man, that's short.
What's that?
Oh, sorry, Hawk.
But Hawk is way more than 5'6". He's a 5'6.5".
That's a huge bitch.
But that strike zone that we're watching at home, sure, it looks like the ump is making mistakes, but that's not the umpire's strike zone. That's ESPN or Fox or whatever's strike zone. So I can see where people be losing it over that, though.
Yeah, that's
unfairly.
Right. Yeah, and with the ABS system zone, with the challenge system thing, it's height adjusted. So when a guy like Altuve comes up, the zone is a little bit shorter than it is when Aaron Judge is up there.
That's what Ryan Jeffers was saying when he was here, that part of one of their duties, I don't know, in spring training was that they had to get measured by Major League Baseball, like their strike zone measurement. Letters to knees or whatever.
That's
then
some
that
weirdo who works
changes.
at the MLB. Just out there measuring.
Not what they were checking.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we send out Manute Bol or Vern Troyer, RIP to both of them? But that would just be fun to see how pitchers and umpires reacted to Manute Bol.
Yeah.
His son's still around. Let's get Bol out there.
Yeah.
No? Terrible idea? Just me?
I think it's a great idea.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
And ironically enough, Bol plays for the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, they knew that.
He's here.
Well, duh.
They knew.
He's in town.
Yeah. So last year, at the end of the year, we had McCusker, who is 6'8", and then we got a guy named Peyton Neals, and he's like 5'3" or something. So by front office people, they were like, you got to bat them right next to each other just to screw with the umpires because the zone is completely different with both guys. So I'd hit Eels right after McCusker, and it was funny to watch the umpires just panic when the pitches are getting thrown to Eels. It was pretty good.
Should have done a Schwarzenegger DeVito night thing with those two at what was it? My Giant was Billy Crystal and George Mirasan. Is that right?
Do you know who loves that film?
Probably Hawk.
Hawk loves that.
Great film.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? It's a tearjerker.
No.
It'll
saw
make
it.
you cry.
Yeah, he loves that.
One guy's so tall, it's so sad.
Is George Mirasan dead too? I think he is. Guys that tall
He
don't
is
live.
now.
They don't live very long.
Yeah.
I don't
Andre
feel like
the
he
Giant
is.
didn't.
I saw him not that long ago. He actually sat
Really?
in front of me.
Yeah, he's alive.
And
Is he
blocked
really?
my view of the court.
How
in
the hell do
Washington.
you spell that?
He's 7'7".
Those are good.
Miras. I'm just going to spell it even
Once upon a
remotely
time.
close. There it is. God dang. He's 54. Look at him.
Oh, I know what the question was. I'm sorry, I just remembered my question. I think this is a good question, Toby. Please don't tell me if it's not. My ego can't take it. How often does it happen that somebody in Major League Baseball makes it all the way to AAA and never in their whole career makes it to the majors even one time?
With players?
Yeah.
It happens a lot.
Does it really?
Yeah, there's
That's
a lot.
heartbreaking, man.
Yeah, thank you. That's you're describing my career right
Oh
now.
my God.
Walked right into it again.
Great question, Hawk.
Yeah.
Any other fears or disappointments you'd like Chris to ask about?
Thanks for pointing all my flaws out, guys. Appreciate it.
They're really good at it.
Was it heartbreaking?
It was tough. You know, when you play your whole life and your goal is making it to the big leagues, and then you get up to AAA, and I was there for a couple years, and you know, there was times when I thought, I just hoped that I was going to get called up and didn't, and you know, when you don't, it is what it is.
Do you have any idea if you were close? Like if your name was tossed around?
No, he was no.
Hawk knows.
I knew a couple people in the Twins that were up there pretty high up with the Twins at the time. So So I think I was close a couple times.
Don't you think that like you got to just one game? Just give them one game.
That's what I said, but they said no.
I really didn't know that.
Poor Hogs.
I can't think of any more awkward questions. Let's just go to break.
When we come back, we'll play initials. Yes. Toby Gardenhire of the Saints makes his initials debut, and one of you gets a shot at $87,500.
Up next, it's the initials game featuring the St. Paul Federal Credit Union jackpot. Call 1-800-320-5326 for your shot at the initials jackpot next on The Fan.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
When it comes to playtime, never let your squad down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Push your gameplay beyond performance with 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E. And maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search and head to Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Hey, everybody. So when you get asked, what is Odoo, what comes to mind? Well, I'll tell you. Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a suite of business management software that some people say is like fertilizer because of the way it promotes growth. But, you know, some people also say that Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable.
Ooh. But then again, you could look at Odoo in terms of how its individual software programs are a lot like building blocks. Whatever your business needs, manufacturing, accounting, HR programs, you can build a custom software suite that's perfect for your company. So what is Odoo? Well, Odoo is a bit of everything. Odoo is a fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. Yeah, that's it.
Which means that Odoo is exactly what every business needs. Learn more and sign up now at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
The Twin Cities Auto Show, presented by Quick Trip, will roll into the Minneapolis Convention Center April 11th through the 13th, and again April 16th through the 19th. The Twin Cities Auto Show is the place to compare hundreds of new vehicles in every category: sedans, compacts, SUVs, trucks, EVs, luxury cars. Find all the details at TwinCitiesAutoShow.com.
Thank you, buddy. It's time.
Sounds like surfing music.
It is surfing music.
Is that a problem?
Dan and Gene.
No.
You don't want to surf?
Beach?
Baseball season, you know?
Yeah, it's time to surf and play baseball.
Yeah.
Although, Marnie, I don't know if you know this about surfing, but there are sharks in the water.
Yeah.
So it's really stupid to surf.
Why?
Okay.
Because if there were dinosaurs outside, we wouldn't go play baseball. All right, you guys ready?
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
The Power Trip welcomes you to Initials Game 567, presented by Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing.
That's right, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, keeping homes comfortable for over 65 years. Right now, you can get a free furnace with the purchase of a new air conditioner. That's right, free furnace with the purchase of a new air conditioner. Call 612-200-2120 today or schedule online at hurlburthp.com. That's hurlburthp.com.
Yep, great people. Definitely reach out to them if you need something. All right, here we go. Game 567. Let's go around the room, meet the competitors, see what we're playing for. Hello. Sauce, I believe you won last week.
I did.
What happens if you go back-to-back?
I'm sponsored by my amazing friends at 7th Avenue Pizza. Really excited to announce that 7th Avenue Pizza is now available at all Woodman's Markets locations throughout Wisconsin and Illinois. If I win today, tweet me and tag 7th Avenue Pizza through the end of Sunday, and one of you could win $100 to restock your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
It's
Chris,
nice.
Hockey, what happens if you win today?
If I win, I'm sponsored, as always, by Radco and Radco.com. You're going to get 10% off your entire order now through Monday in store or online at Radco.com. When you use the promo code Initials, discount does not apply to toppers. Let's go, me. Good guys. Let's go, Hawk.
Good morning, Marnie Gilner. How are you?
morning.
What happens if you win?
Well, my wonderful friends at Great Clips continue to sponsor me, and I thank you so much for that. If I do win, go ahead and tweet me, tag Great Clips now through the end of Sunday, and one lucky winner will win 1 year of free haircuts at Great Clips Salon. And just like a good outfield, it's trimmed.
Toby'd rather get questions from Hawk.
How long were you sitting on that one?
Just popped up. That's why it was so bad.
You've had a lot of comments on our guests in the last couple of months. Their haircuts. Does Toby need a haircut, or does it look fine?
No, that's what I couldn't go for. Yeah, he's well trimmed.
Okay, so he looks
hair,
good.
Beard, everything.
Got it.
I would suggest Great Clips for maintenance, obviously.
But he currently does not need to be maintained.
No.
Okay. Mark Parrish, still a free agent, correct?
As of next
Still a
week.
free agent, but something's coming down the pipeline. Let's go. Can't wait. I cannot wait for next week.
Finally, a company believes in you.
That's right.
Ooh, all right. And Toby
It'll last
Gardenhire
2
of the
days.
St. Paul Saints is making his initials debut. You're familiar with the game. You understand the rules. Your goal is to get one, you said.
Yeah, that sounds like a good goal.
Get on the board.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. All right. You can also practice this game at home, Toby, if you want, because there's a home version. You can buy the home version at initialsgame.com. Right now, the only one that's in stock, because the rest of them are sold out temporarily, is version 4. Version 6 on the way this spring.
6, you say?
Congrats, Corliss.
Yes, yes,
Did you
ma'am.
put names back into 6?
Don't worry about it.
Or proper nouns?
Don't worry about it.
What?
I'm very worried.
Hopper?
And don't forget, initialsgamelive.com. We're up to like 45 locations. You can play it all over the upper Midwest.
It's fun.
With like
Yeah, it is fun.
15
Yes, it
more
is.
coming in April, so right around the corner.
Get out there and do it.
All right. But before we play game
We
567,
should play, by the way, the Guinness Book of World Records largest game of initials ever at a St. Paul Saints game.
No.
How cool would that be?
Yeah.
I just had an idea, Derek.
An epiphany.
Yeah.
Let's do this. We got Mike Marnicek over at whatever where Ben works.
you mean Marcotte?
Twin Cities Live.
It's like, who is he talking about?
You mean the Vikings?
Mike
Mike
McDonald?
Marnicek from where Ben works.
Well, he can certify it. We can do a Guinness Book of World Records.
Cool.
I love
Are
it.
you in?
Right now, what's the biggest game? 7
great.
people?
Yeah.
If we count Initials Game Live, it's probably, I don't know what the most they've had so far is, so.
I'm an idea guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
You
Not
are.
a question guy. An idea.
Well, and again, if Chad Abbott's listening, that was not my idea. It was Chris's. And I happen to love it.
I'm in.
Before game 567, let's maybe give away $87,500.
Now it's time for
Maybe.
the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials Jackpot.
St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot currently $87,500. You're looking to buy a new car? Save money in your current car loan. Do it with St. Paul Federal Credit Union. Now offering car loan rates as low as 4.99% APR.
Man.
Apply today at stpaulfu.org, fcu.org/KFAN. Let me say that again. stpaulfcu.org/KFAN. Federally insured by the NCUA. Thank you.
Man, so cool they've been doing this for years. It's just, it's been awesome. It's gone off twice. This is clearly the all-time high. We're up to $87,500. It goes up $500 every week. If the caller gets one letter in the right spot, they win $250, which is still a lot of money. Pretty cool. But if they get them both, then they get $87,500, which is way more than $250.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it is.
Let's go.
All right. I'm pulling up a caller, but Toby, just for fun, if you were guessing for 87.5, what would you guess? Let's see how close you get.
CR.
Going CR. Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
That's what it was.
No, he was ready.
No one's there. Hang on a second. All right, let's try this one. Good morning. What is your name?
Paul.
This is Kevin from White Bear Lake.
Kevin from White Bear Lake. How's it going, Kevin?
What's up, Halvey?
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Everybody in White Bear Lake knows each other.
Good. How are you?
Great.
Do you actually know Zach,
It'd
Kevin?
be nice if you returned a text every once in a while.
Wow.
You, Kevin.
Wow, you actually know Zach
He's been
Halverson.
sending you pictures.
He was actually in my wedding.
Whoa!
Wow.
Okay,
This is the treehouse guy.
That's the treehouse guy.
The treehouse guy, yeah.
What the hell that means?
That is.
We were talking about the treehouse.
guy?
No, God.
I got a lot of questions if this is the treehouse guy.
It's okay.
Is this the guy that bought people's socks?
No, that was Fabio or something. I can't remember.
You're making things up.
Am I tripping? All right, so Kevin, here's the deal.
Kevin,
if you win, the conspiracy theorists are going to come out of the woodwork, but there's no way for Zach to know these initials. Kevin, apparently you guys are buddies. You guys can celebrate $87,500 together if you just tell me the right two initials. Go.
KJ.
You're going KJ. Those are your own initials?
Those are
your own initials. It worked for Carl. Let's see if it works for Kevin. Kevin's going KJ for a shot at $87,500.
Come on now.
Does the treehouse guy have one in the right spot? No. No, sorry, Kevin.
Sorry,
Kevin. Now
Nope,
text
sorry.
him back, Zach.
No, that's what you get for liking Zach Halverson and being friends with him and going to his wedding or whatever. No.
Zach is at a wedding?
No. He went to Kevin's wedding. Toby, if it makes Kevin feel any better, you also missed both letters. So neither one of you would have got a dime.
Yeah.
Double letters today for game 567. $87,500 if you would have said double L.
I'm really good at double letters.
We're going LL.
Yes, you
Guys,
are.
let's go here. Hello.
Best out of 12. Yell out your name. Your name is your buzzer. Pronounce the answer correctly.
Mama said knock you out.
Here we go. Toby Gardenhire and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show. LL number 1.
Clue number 1.
Leaves a mark.
Clue number 2.
Considered extraordinary.
Clue number 3.
Countless achievements.
Clue number 4.
Widely recognized and admired.
Clue number 5.
Possibly shaped an industry.
Toby.
Lincoln
Logs.
Oh, good. That was a really good guess.
Toby.
Really good guess.
Where you going there?
Yeah.
All right, Toby's out for the rest of number 1. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Isn't dead.
Paul.
Yep. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea.
Everybody else, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Man, no idea.
They are extraordinary, tons of achievements. They're widely recognized. They might have shaped an industry. They're still with us. Those are living legends.
Oh my God!
It's a living legend.
I couldn't figure out I had the living part, but I couldn't.
It's a tough one.
That's when you changed the game from all Madden, from rookie to all Madden. That's what that was. How did we not get that? That was tough.
My guess is you were trying to think of an individual person.
That is exactly where. I was trying to think of a person.
Yep. All right. Nobody gets living legend.
Those are good
Everybody
clues.
shut out
that was
after
good.
one.
Dang.
Here is number 2 of double L.
Clue number 1.
Often near a line.
Clue number 2.
Is associated with the middle of the day.
Mark.
Yep.
Lunch lady.
That's right.
Those are great.
That is a
There we go. Let's
lady.
go. Good guys.
It's done.
Paul, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
You know what's funny, by the way, in the video can confirm this. I started to say that before I even looked up because I knew your hand was going to be up.
You and I are on the same page.
100%. I'm like, I'm going to look up and the hand's going to be up. And then there it was. What was your question now?
Woodhawk.
The one from Billy Madison?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
The one that Chris Farley dressed up as? 100%.
You can give me smooches and some tuna casserole.
And some sloppy joes. Good clues.
Parrish gets
it. Here we go.
lunch lady and is on the board. He has a 1-0 lead. Here's number 3 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
You could argue is easily deceived.
Clue number 2.
Often seen falling.
Clue number 3.
Looks into things.
Clue number 4.
Works closely with Perry and Jimmy.
Clue number 5.
Has been saved. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
Technically is in love with an alien. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No idea.
What the heck?
In love with an alien.
Those were tough too.
In love with an alien?
Anybody? Well, you guys probably saw it.
Like Elf?
Looking into things is because she's a journalist. Does that help?
No.
Oh, Lois Lane.
Lois Lane.
Oh my God.
Lois Lane, technically in love with an alien. Paul, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
Lois Lane, are you nuts? That's not even debatable.
Relax.
We'd have to ask if he would sleep with Superman, but Lois Lane's a no-brainer.
Man, those are good.
Gotta pay a job.
You got us good, dear Corey.
Yeah.
You got
these are
some
tough.
You got some good clues going today,
These are
buddy.
tough so far.
I get
You're
a
just going to win with one?
I will take it.
Have we ever had one win the game?
No idea.
All right, Parrish has one. We missed Living Legend and Lois Lane, but still a ton to go. 9 left. Here's number 4 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
Involves activity.
Clue number 2.
Often discussed or gossiped about.
Clue number 3.
Might be kept private.
I'll bite. Paul?
Yep.
Love life?
That's right.
Oh, saucy!
That is the correct answer.
Nice one, Stassi.
Nobody around here gossips about stuff like that. We all keep it real close to the vest.
Nothing to gossip about.
Thank you.
Nope. Just keep it on the up and up.
Yep. Nothing to talk about.
Sauce
Okay, Toby,
has
now's our
one.
time. Here we go.
Sauce has one. Parrish has one.
Here we go.
Tied through
Guys,
4.
let's go.
Tied through 4. Here's number 5 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
Can be against you.
Clue number 2.
Influences outcomes.
Clue number 3.
This is a personification.
Clue number 4.
Often known to smile.
Clue number 5.
She might abandon you.
Hawk.
Yep.
Lady Liberty. I'm
Out.
sorry, that got dumb real quick.
Out for the rest of number
I'm just struggling. I got
5.
nothing.
It's hard today. These are hard today. All right. Chris out for the rest of 5. Here's the final clue.
Clue number 6.
She represents.
Mark.
Yep.
Lady Luck.
That's right.
Chris, you were on the right.
Thanks, Hawk. Thanks for the assist, Hawk.
That's normally one that we all rebound, and nobody.
Lady Luck.
That
You were
was
on the
good
right
work.
path. Your guess wasn't nearly as bad as you thought it was. It was
No.
just
Penny.
Boy, Hawk.
the
Thank
other
you, Hawk.
lady.
I wouldn't have got it
Luck.
without you, buddy. Good guys, let's go. We got her going.
That was
now,
nice,
right?
Bear. Yep, that was nice.
We don't warm up until clue 6 or 7.
Toby, Sauce isn't wrong. The difficulty level is higher today than normal.
Yeah, this is-
Let's go. Let's go, right? We can do this.
I like it. Challenge.
All right. Parrish has 2 and has the lead.
Let's go.
Sauce has 1. Here's number 6 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
A moment of satisfaction or triumph.
Clue number 2.
Often follows doubt or underestimating.
Clue number 3.
You can have this or get this.
Clue number 4.
This suggests earlier setbacks.
Clue number 5.
This features poetic justice, revenge, or payback. Final clue.
Clue number 6.
If you have the final say and... Mark? 5, 4, 3...
Last line?
You're out for the rest of number 6. Let me finish clue 6.
Clue number 6.
If you have the final say and success, it's often said that you've had this.
Hawk.
Hawk.
Attaboy, Hawk. Attaboy. Should have waited. Dang it. I knew I said it too quick, and I had to guess. There we go, right?
Yeah, we're even.
You get the last laugh.
They're not clicking.
God dang it.
They're not clicking for me.
I was trying to do the sauce thing, and
we just missed
too quick.
We tried to fist
Yeah,
bump, we missed.
we're having a morning back here, folks. Let's go. Go, guys.
Toby.
Attaboy, Hawk.
It's hard today, Toby. These are tough. All right, halfway through the game, 4 points have been scored. Parrish has 2. Sauce and Hawk each have 1. Marnie and Toby yet to score, but 6 to go. Here is number 7 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
This involves 2 people.
Clue number 2.
Features contact.
Mark.
Paul.
Mark was first.
Lip lock.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Sauce.
Oh, wait.
Good clues, Corey.
All right, Parrish out for the rest of number 7.
Clue number 3.
Doesn't require a key.
Marnie.
Yep.
Locking lips.
Yeah. What do we do with lip lock? I mean, because it's lock lips. This is a blood drawn situation all over again. I feel like lip lock is one word though. Lock lips is definitely 2. Wouldn't lip lock be one word?
I mean, we could Google it.
Yeah.
I think lip lock's one word. I don't think that would count.
Lip lock, I think, can... I don't know.
I don't think that counts.
I'm going to tell you this, Corey. Why don't you just go with your instincts?
Yeah, my instinct is lip lock would be one word anyways.
There we go. There we go. That's a perfect way to... That is a perfect way to sort it out.
What do you got?
We're going to move on with it,
Wait, so who got that, Marnie? Marnie got that.
What do you got, Zach?
I got it as hyphenated in the dictionary.
That lip lock is one hyphenated word?
That's, yeah.
Yeah,
there you go.
So then it wouldn't count anyway.
See? Again, instincts. Just go with your instincts, Corey. You got it.
Where do you go, Mars?
By the way, Mars, that's it.
Got something to say over there?
No,
What's wrong?
I got 2 goals and a 2
I don't like when
assists
there's
here.
controversy.
I'm just so glad Sauce didn't say lip lock because I think he would throw a brick through my face right now.
I had a completely different thing.
All right,
But
we
I
got
backed off when I saw your reaction.
we got 5 to go.
I was not going to say that.
Okay.
It's
right, here we
pretty
go.
tight still.
Here we go.
yes,
Here's
it
the old
is.
recap.
I would never harm you.
Parrish has 2. Sauce, Hawk, and Marnie each have 1. 5 to go.
I would never harm him.
Good.
I wouldn't.
Because I'd hire a lawyer and I'd sue you, and the lawyer would be your dad, and it would be
I can't get that out of my
awesome.
head.
Yeah.
I'd get the last laugh.
Seahawks dad.
Last lap.
I think Lawyer Lambert for every one of these.
Oh my God! I'm trying to fit every single one of them into it. He's gonna throw it
Hawks
by
made
us.
love to this person.
Lawyer Lambert.
That's right. What was Slade?
All right. Parrish has 2.
Lady.
Sauce, Hawk, and Marnie have 1.
Yeah.
5
Here
to
we
go.
go. Here we go. So,
Here's
guys,
number
here we go,
8.
Toby.
Number 8 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
Might be considered over the top.
Clue number 2.
Often connected to a great deal of success.
Clue number 3.
Often involves a lot of travel.
Clue number 4.
Often associated with extreme wealth.
Marnie?
Paul.
Marnie was first.
Lavish lifestyle.
Sauce, ringing in or passing?
Sure. Living large?
That's right.
That is the right answer. You're living large.
That a boy, Sauce.
I thought you had it when you were. Yeah, all right.
I was way off.
I thought I had it too.
That
is the lavish
I thought you were going to
lifestyle.
say living large.
I'm glad I didn't ring in.
Yeah.
Living large gets Sauce tied at the top.
That a boy, Sauce.
All right, Toby, 4 to go. You can still do this. Four cracks at it still. We have a tie at the top with Sauce and Parrish. Marnie and Hawk each have 1. Toby's got 4 to go. Everybody's still mathematically in this.
Come on, Tob.
Here's number 9 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
This phrase dates back to the 19th century.
Clue number 2.
Often surrounded by scenic views.
Paul.
Yep.
Lover's Lane?
That's right. Oh, my Lord, Saucy. Waiting on that one.
That's what I thought the lip lock was, or whatever that. Because it was
kissing related. All right, well, that's part of the game. You were thinking about Lover's Lane.
That was you sitting on that bad boy.
That's where a lot of
Attaboy,
murdery
Saucy.
documentaries start too.
Clue 3 has unfortunate connections to violent crimes, urban legends, and serial killers. There's so many murders at
Lover's
you go
Lane,
and
baby.
make out in the dark, you're getting stabbed.
It's not appropriately named.
I mean,
No,
maybe, sometimes you're going to get stabbed.
Whoa.
I don't mean with a knife.
No,
we got it. We got it.
We got that part.
Yeah.
All right. Toby's leaving. Go ahead. Corey, your hands up.
Hawk, Lunch Lady, Lover's Lane, Woody.
That's his dream. You'd only need 2 wishes.
Okay. We're down to 3. Sauce, you have the lead with 3. Parrish has 2. Hawk and Marty each have 1.
Come on now.
Come on, Toby, you have 3 chances left, and you could still technically run the table, so it's not over yet. Here's number 10. Double L.
Clue number 1.
Originally featured dairy and lumber.
Toby.
Yeah.
Land O'Lakes. I had to take a shot.
Okay.
Did Mark ring in?
I
Did they
think
do
so.
a lot of lumber at Land O'Lakes?
I have no
was gonna-
idea. It's just
Parrish,
a
are you
guess.
ringing in or
Yeah.
passing? You are. Go for
I'm
it.
going to try it. Lincoln Logs.
Okay. Parrish out, Toby out. We're down to Marnie, Sauce, and Hawk.
Clue number 2.
Features tags.
Clue number 3.
Ends in Pennsylvania.
Paul.
Yep.
Little League.
That's right. Nice one. Yep.
Yeah,
I know.
Dang
I blew it.
Guess who's been to the Little League World Series back here?
Probably Toby, too.
Yeah.
In fact,
Chris, Saucy.
Toby was going to ask you, did you ever come up one game short of getting to the Little League World Series? He wants you to relive that trauma.
I do remember how we lost. So
You do?
yeah, oh yeah.
How far'd you get?
We just got to the regional, and then the team that beat us actually went to the Little League World Series.
Okay, so you guys you
that's-
lost to the best.
That's
Makes you feel a little bit better. Dairy and Lumber, by the way, were the team names of the first 2 that ever played. Like in 1939, it was the Dairy versus the Lumber.
And
Terrible team names.
You knew somebody
Horrible.
would ring in and say Lincoln Logs.
Didn't know that. It worked.
like just hook, swallowed, whole.
All right,
Jeez.
Jesus.
Why are you explaining Tommy's
Did you
Friday
say
night?
whole?
That's his alternate version of Peter Pan.
That's a way better line. Brilliant, Hawk.
You're doing it, Peter.
Oh, gross.
This one has been
Fun.
This interesting game. Okay, here's the situation.
Here we go.
Hawk, Marnie, and Toby are mathematically out, but keep going.
Yeah,
Sauce, you have a 2-point lead with 2 to go. Parrish, you need both of them.
Here we go. All right.
To force a tiebreaker.
Come on. Go, guys.
So, Sauce,
We
you're
got
going for
this.
the win. Ready, Sauce?
Yes, Daddy.
Ready, Parrish?
Let's go.
Sauce going for the win. Here's number 11 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
Debuted in 1963.
Clue number 2.
Initially used the word astro.
Clue number 3.
Typically, start over and read right.
Clue number 3.
Typically requires 30 to 60 minutes for top performance.
Clue number 4.
This features a tapered glass vessel. Hawk.
Lava lamp.
That's right. Boy, Hawk. That's all right. That's all right, Hawk.
That mathematically locks it up for Sauce.
Sauce, thank you. That a boy. I wasn't even close. I wasn't even close.
Lava lamp.
Yeah.
Those things are sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to, yeah.
Thanks, Hogs.
All right, we're down to number 12. Toby, it all
Saucy
comes
boy.
down to this. You can do this.
Yeah. I love you too, Sosa.
Tonight's more important, but look, this is for pride. And my guess is your family and friends that are listening are never going to let this go if you get shut out. So let's go. You can do this. Sauce wins, but just for fun, here's number 12 of Double L.
Clue number 1.
Sometimes connected to demands or complaints.
Clue number 2.
Is excessive, exhaustive, or extensive?
Toby?
Go for
laundry list?
Yeah! Toby! Laundry list! Saved it. That's a laundry list.
There we go.
Toby Gardenhire gets on the board at the last second.
Atta boy, Toby.
Just like that home run you hit when you were 12. You got one shining moment that counts. So, all right, Toby on the board, but Sauce, you are the winner for the second consecutive week. What happens now?
Now that I've won. Sorry.
Who's texting you?
My brother. Now that I won, tag me and 7th Avenue Pizza to the end of Sunday, and one of you could win $100 to restock your freezer with 7th Avenue Pizza.
What's your brother texting you about?
Just how much snow he's going to get where he's going.
You're in the middle of a game and a show. Your brother's an idiot. My gosh. Stupid ass Dav.
I'm concerned.
Wait, you texted him?
No, he texted me. When the game was over, I flipped my phone back over and I had like 35 text messages.
Oh, must be nice to be popular.
Oh, good.
All from your brother?
You. Most of them, yeah.
Okay.
Corey.
Anyway, yeah. 7th Avenue Pizza, you're the best.
Yeah. Toby, great job. You did not. Corey, wow.
Those were tough today.
That was a good list, man.
But look at the last one. Sometimes connected to demands or complaints, is excessive, exhaustive, or extensive. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah,
that was
great
I
job.
didn't expect somebody to get it that fast, so I thought that was a very good guess. Well done.
The majority of those questions I had no idea on. That's the thing. I was like, I'm just going to fire out answers if I think I know it. I knew like none of that.
I thought at the end, once you knew you were out, I'm like, Toby's just going to guess Lincoln Logs the last 3 and cross his fingers. That's not the worst strategy either, but you didn't have to. You got on the board either way. You had that lip lock lips controversy, but it didn't matter. You won anyway, so didn't matter. All right, well
done.
Good one.
Yeah, that was fun.
If I would have figured out left, then I maybe would be high. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be upset about lock lips, lip lock, or whatever it is. Like I said, you go with your instincts. It's your game, brother.
Yeah.
I was sitting on Lisa Leslie.
Yeah.
And
I'm sure she was.
I had lava lamp written down as well, and I still did not. Those clues didn't fit for me.
Oh my! I either literally it came to me, or I was a complete blank.
Yep, that's tough.
It was the first one was something about Astro.
Yeah,
was
used to be called like an astro. I think an astral lamp or something was the name that they originally went with.
Yeah, that one didn't. This
Did you ever
list
have one?
did not click.
Did you ever have a lava lamp?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Was that in your like mushrooms phase, or when did you really get into it? Your acid? Did you drop acid ever?
No,
not on purpose.
Jeez. No, actually, and my daughter recently had a lava lamp for like maybe her 8th or 10th birthday. So I feel like they must have had a resurgence in the last handful of years.
She's still huge in the drug culture, absolutely. So your daughter probably dabbled. It's cool. Yeah. She's over it.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I had one, but not when I was using it. I think.
Really?
Just because you like the colors.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet when you were 4.
My God. Brilliant. Hawk, you're on fire.
I wish I hadn't picked that up.
Lava lamps are sweet.
You are having a day, Hawk.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Toby, you ready for baseball season?
Yeah, let's get this thing going.
Let's get her going, man. I'm excited. I can't wait.
I'm pumped.
We got big things happening with the Power Trip and the Saints. We're always excited about being involved, and you guys are coming back to sponsor the news again this year, so excited about that. Thank you very much. Love the Saints. The best. I love going down there.
So will your mom and dad, are they taking the Winnebago and driving it up here and being with you for opening day?
No, not for opening day. They said they're going to stay down in Florida until like May or June or something like that.
Can't blame them.
Yeah,
They've seen enough Aprils in Minnesota to know.
Yeah, it's funny when my dad comes to games now, too, because he lasts about 3 innings, and then he's like, all right, Carol, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
That's so good.
He wants to beat the traffic, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a long-ass drive. I hope he doesn't drive from Florida, does he? Jeez.
No, I've done it too many times. It's not good.
Yeah,
like 20,
But
24?
they do.
depending on
They
what
do
part of
take
Florida
that
you're in.
camper around.
They do, yeah. He has an RV, City. It's in Oklahoma. They drive it around. They love it. That's awesome.
Good for them.
It's a good life.
He's earned
It's a good
it.
life.
Thanks for coming in, Toby. That was fun, man.
Yeah, nice to meet
We'll
you
do it
guys.
again. Good luck this season.
Thanks, Toby.
Thank you.
All right, Saints tonight.
Tonight's tonight, 6:37.
Let's go.
You're going to whoop some ass this year.
Thank you, Derek.
And if not, it'll be super fun either way. That's the whole point. It's just a great time. All right, 9 to noon is next. We're back 5:30 to 9 on Monday. Everybody have a good weekend.
That's right.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abba. Find that sunshine and just take it in. Have a great weekend, everybody. Love you, baby.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
Yo, what's good? It's Jeff C. from Club 520 Podcast here to share my latest fresh take on the 2025 NCAA Tournament, brought to you by Wendy's, the official hamburger of March Madness. This past weekend was a great round 32. I had the best game of the year. Had to be the Maryland versus Colorado State game. It ended with a game winner. It was exciting. Derek Queen, good shot. Looking ahead to the Sweet 16, I'm really looking forward to watching Arkansas versus Texas Tech. I'm looking forward to it because it's similar styles. They both play hard defense, they both gritty teams, and they play in the post. It should be a battle for the ages. I'm also looking forward to the Duke versus Arizona game. Both elite programs, legendary status. It should be a battle that we all looking forward to. Probably be the game of the night. And when it comes to the Final Four, I'm all in on Duke and Houston. Two great coaches, two legendary programs. Should be exciting for their road to the Final Four. More from me soon, but while you're watching the games, remember, the freshest deal in fast foods gotta be Wendy's. Right now, you can get a junior bacon cheeseburger or a double stack for $1 with the in-app offer and purchase. Again, head to the Wendy's app to grab a $1 junior bacon cheeseburger or a $1 double stack with the in-app offer and a purchase for the freshest hamburger around. Gotta be Wendy's, the official hamburger of March Madness.
When it comes to playtime, never let your squad down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Push your gameplay beyond performance with 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E. And maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search and head to Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check for the nearest bathroom first before the game starts. Now you're heading in the wrong direction, and it sounds like your team's taking the lead. Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.